What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time 3D. In the last episode we finished up the water temple, freed Rue as a sage, and got ourselves the fire arrows. In this episode, well, we've been dungeon crawling for quite some time now, so I think it's best that we get back to side questing. So we're gonna go back out to Hyrule Field and collect ourselves a few items. And yes, I know it is late into the game, but trust me, there are still side quests to be done. We have around 8 pieces of art to collect, as well as, if my count is correct, 25 gold Skulltulas. There's also one other really long side quest that I haven't even started yet, but we'll get to that in a few episodes. For now, we're going to make our way over towards Gerudo Valley. We're not going to go inside the valley just yet, but right over here, there's actually a rock that we can break through. Underneath this rock, there's going to be a hole, and of course, there's going to be stuff for us to do down there. So, let's just take out the Megaton Hammer, smash at this rock, and then we can also smash at the ground with the Megaton Hammer to reveal the hole, and jump down it. So yeah, we don't even have to use bombs anymore. That's kind of nice, right? Anyways, down here we got some webs, and we could use Din's fire to burn them all, but we did just get the fire arrows, so let's try that out. Now, it's a little bit weird to sort of activate the fire arrows on the 3DS. I liked it more on the N64, but yeah, whatever. I guess it works on the 3DS just the same. Now, let's just pull out our hook shot, and you'll notice that the Ghost Skull is right on the back wall behind this cow. So let's just pick that bad boy up, and, well, we're gonna get out of here because there's really nothing else for us to do. Plus, there's still more to do in Hyrule Field, so we're gonna head over to the northwest side of Hyrule Field. Now, there should be a lonesome little tree over there, and by that tree, there's going to be a secret for us to collect, so it'll be a short hop and a skip on opponent. We'll be over there shortly, after which we're gonna head over to the Temple of Time. There's actually a cutscene that we haven't witnessed yet. You can actually witness this cutscene after the Forest Temple. That's when the game really wants you to witness this cutscene. I believe Navi actually told us to go back to the Temple of Time after we finished the Forest Temple, but, you know, we didn't actually do that, so we'll go do that in a little bit. For now, let's just go and hammer by this tree, or just smack the tree, but hey, it works either way. The hole still appeared. So down here, we're gonna need our iron boots because we want to sink all the way to the bottom of this little cave well, and check it out. There's a piece of art right here for us to collect. Alright, so there's nothing else inside this cave well thing, so I guess let's just make our way back to Hyrule Field and towards Hyrule Castle Town. Our destination is still the Temple of Time. We're not going to do anything inside the Temple of Time besides trigger the cutscene. It probably would have been best to go and just trigger this cutscene after the Forest Temple, although it really doesn't save that much time. The song that you get from this cutscene, you don't really need to use until, like, now, so it's really up to you, I guess. It depends on how you play the game. And my playstyle is probably different than most of yours, or at least that's what I get from reading all the YouTube comments. And that's perfectly fine, guys. I mean, everyone has their own way of playing a game. Like, for me, I like to abuse the crap out of the big Goron sword and barely use my shield. But a lot of you guys apparently hate me for that. So, hey, you can't please everybody. Alright, so we're just going to make our way over to the Temple of Time, avoiding all the re-deads in the market town. And then we'll pass through this scenic dead garden thing and head into the temple. We haven't been here in a while, but like I said, there's really no reason to come back here until now anyways. But to trigger this cutscene, all you gotta do is walk towards the Pedestal of Time. You destroyed the wicked creatures that haunted the temple and awakened the sage. But there are still other sages who need your help. In order to awaken all the other sages, you must become even more powerful. You must travel over mountains, underwater, and even through time. If you want to return to your original time, return the Master Sword to the Pedestal of Time. By doing this, you will travel back in time 7 years. If you want to challenge the mighty foes you've defeated again, make for the bed in your childhood home. In the realm of dreams, you should be able to face them anew. The time will come when you have to return here quickly. I will teach this to you for when that time comes. The song to return you to the Temple of Time, the Prelude of Light. And with that, we've learned the Prelude of Light. As long as you hold the Ocarina of Time and the Master Sword, you hold time itself in your hands. Link, we shall meet again. Yes, we will. Very shortly, actually. The Prelude of Light is kind of cool. There's a lot of speculation around it. Now, in the finished version of Ocarina of Time, of course, it just warps you to the Temple of Time. However, at one point, and I may be wrong about this, I looked online, a lot of the sources said a lot of different things, so I'm not entirely sure what is true. But I believe at one time, there was once supposed to be a Temple of Light in the game. And in that temple, you technically were supposed to obtain the Triforce. As far as I understand, the Sacred Realm is actually part of that temple, or what's left of that temple after they removed most of it because they couldn't finish it for time reasons, as far as I understand. So it's kind of cool to think that maybe at one point in the game, you would have been able to go through this temple and actually acquire the Triforce as an item. That would be really, really cool. And spoilers, Skyward Sword did something like that actually, so I guess they did eventually get to use that concept, which is really cool. It's just a shame that it never made it into this game. So right now, we're heading over to Kakariko Village. We need to go and witness a cutscene before we can get to the next temple. And the next temple is actually very, very close by, but we can't actually access it yet without this cutscene. Ah, so that's where you go after you teleport away from us. Get back, Link. You know, that was a very girlish shriek chic. Looks like you're coming around. Link, a terrible thing has happened. The evil shadow spirit has been released. Impa, the leader of Kakariko Village, had sealed the evil shadow spirit in the bottom of the well. But the force of the evil spirit got so strong, the seal of the well broke, and it escaped into the world. I believe Impa has gone to the Shadow Temple to seal it again, but she will be in danger without any help. Link, Impa is one of the 6 sages. Destroy the evil shadow spirit and save Impa. There is an entrance to the Shadow Temple beneath the graveyard behind this village. The only thing I can do for you is teach you the melody that will lead you to the Shadow Temple. This is the melody that will draw you into the infinite darkness that absorbs even time. Listen to this, the Nocturne of Shadow. And with that, we've learned the Nocturne of Shadow. Let me take care of the village. I'm counting on you, Link. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, The entire village is perfectly fine and not on fire anymore. It is raining now, so that's kind of interesting, right? So at this point in the game, if you don't have the Song of Storms, you pretty much need to go get it. So go and talk to the crazy guy in the windmill, learn that song, and then you're good to go. Since we already have it, what we're going to do is actually take out our ocarina and travel back to the Temple of Time. And yeah, that's why I went to the Temple of Time first, so I could actually get this song. So the time has finally come for us to return to our younger self. We need to travel back in time 7 years, become a child, and do some stuff before we can go to the next temple. So here we go, guys. Let's mess with the timeline some more. And hey, just like that, we're young Link again. As a result, we don't have access to a lot of our items, so we can't use our tunics, our iron boots, our hookshot, our Megaton hammer, our master sword, or even our big Goron sword. But we can use our boomerang and our slingshot, so that's kind of cool. And this is like one of my favorite points in the game, or at least one of the most memorable for me. Because like when I was a kid and I realized you had to travel back in time to become young Link again, it just blew my mind. And I kind of didn't want it. Like, I liked being adult Link once I was adult Link. I just didn't want to go back. But as young Link, you still remember all your Ocarina songs, and I'm going to assume that you remember all the events that have happened. So, like, if you wanted to, you could technically warn all the townsfolk, although you are a kid, so they probably wouldn't believe you. But that's kind of weird, like, knowing that in just a short 7 years, like, this entire civilization is going to be pretty much destroyed and under the reign of an evil mastermind, and no one you tell will believe you, so it's up to you to save the entire world. It's kind of a cool feeling, really. But to explain what I'm actually doing, we're invading Hyrule Castle again, so we're becoming Hyrule's Most Wanted one more time, but we're not going to go and visit the princess. Instead, we're just going to go and pick up a gold Skulltula. We couldn't get this one before because we didn't have a specific ocarina song, but now that we have it, we are free to go and collect this one at our will. So let's just get over there. I mean, we're almost there, so it didn't take us too much time. It's kind of surreal because it's like at the beginning of the game, we went and did this, and now it's late into the game and we're doing it again. It's kind of cool, kind of nostalgic, really. But once you get over to this tree, what you're going to want to do is pull out your ocarina and play the Song of Storms. Now, this isn't exactly what I was making mention to earlier on in the episode, but this is another use of it. But it'll cause this hole to appear. We can go down the hole. Once inside, you'll notice that we got some bombable walls. Now, behind one of these walls, there's going to be some bugs. And I actually want some bugs, because if you remember correctly, back in the ice caverns, I had to get rid of them because I needed the bottles for blue fire. But now that we don't need the blue fire anymore, we can get some bugs, because I will still need bugs. Now let's go and bomb this other wall, because behind this one, I believe, there is a gold Skulltula for us. Ah, there he is. And it sinks so we can't use our hookshot, but hey, our boomerang works just fine. So let's just pick up that token. And before we leave this hole, I'm going to go and bomb this last wall. I believe it's just a regular Skulltula behind it, but I just want to make sure. Okay, yep, nothing important. Oh well, let's get out of here. And let's get out of Hyrule Castle as well, because there's really nothing left for us to do in here. So hello, Mr. Guard, would you please throw me out? Thank you very much. We were very productive this episode. I mean, we collected another piece of heart, got a lot of Skulltulas, learned 2 more songs, traveled back in time 7 years and became a kid again, so you know what? I think that is a job well done. But that is also going to do it for this episode. So once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.